pa pa da pa, wah, cha cha cha. Booyah! What up, you guys? Welcome back to another one of these videos. Now we're going to talk about triple spin, okay? My name is Lauri Koskinen. I'm a professional juggler and a juggling teacher. So if that's what you're into, if you're into juggling, this channel is for you. But anyways, so I got this question, any tips on triple spins? So how to learn triple spin, how to practice for that. Now, the most common sort of like advice that I hear people give is just throw higher or throw faster. That's a very poor advice. It's like someone wanted to learn doing 100-meter dash, okay? Like competition, run 100 meters as fast as you can. It's like how to get under 10 seconds. Well, run faster. Thank you. So I'm gonna give you some exercises and some tips how to actually learn that, okay? How to practice for triple spins. Now, first of all, you can try. You can give it a try if you do single spin and doubles. So after that, you can learn triples. You can just give it a try and see where you're at, see what you're level at, okay? And then we have to start practicing control. So we wanna first, if triple is difficult for us, we wanna practice triples. So first we master a little bit more single spin and double spin, okay? So we wanna have more control of our throws. So what we do first, we practice single, and you practice different heights, okay? So we practice control. You practice your normal single, what it is, just one club, one hand, okay? And then you try a little bit lower. So you put more spin to it. You add more wrist movement, okay? So it's not, doesn't go up there, okay? So it's not your normal that you just catch faster or throw faster. You want to bring it down and faster spin, okay? Just a little bit. You have your normal, and then you have your lower, and then you try to go sort of like as fast and as low as you can, right? And then we go other direction. So we did this, we come back to normal, and then we try to go a little bit higher. So we practice the slowing the club down a bit, okay? You can sort of like get into it, like with a half a spin, you just throw like this, and then a little bit higher, and then you throw high enough so there's a single spin. All right, that's how we make single spin. So you go a little bit higher, and just see how far you can actually go while still having that control, okay? So we wanna practice the control. So we wanna take our normal level, the normal height of our single spin, and we wanna be able to do it lower or higher as we please, okay? So you wanna have control, full control every time what you do. Yeah, then we do the same with double, right? So you have double spin, okay? And now we try to go a little bit lower, just a little bit lower, and then a little bit lower and a little bit lower. And eventually you're gonna do this. And then also the same, you return to your normal, then you try to go a little bit higher, and you have to slow down the spin. The higher you go, the less spin you make, okay? Flat is a different thing. So we have the single, we have double, really slow, and we can even go slower. So you just practice that, and remember, make it this much first. So you don't have to do, we have double and high double. Okay, so it doesn't have to be that high at the beginning. So you have your normal double, then you have just a little bit higher, like 10 centimeters higher, and then just a little bit more higher, just a little bit more higher. And then you go like little bit, okay, and also lower and lower. Once you get that, then you can start to think about, okay, how is the triple gonna be? First we can do 2.5, all right? So you can have 1.5. This is like what you do when you practice the double. So you have practice control. You can always do 1.5. So you can choose, you do 1, you can do 1.5, you can do double, you can do then 2.5, you can do triple, we can go quad, so 4, then we can go 5, we can do 6, and so on and so on. We want to have perfect control. So we can determine the height and the spin. So always like that, okay? Low double, high double, and so on. Okay, So now we're gonna go, we can try 2.5. So you can do the double, but a little bit higher. Just throw it a little bit higher than you do your double. So you get the hang of it. Okay, double, 2.5, a little bit higher. All right, now even a little bit more higher to get the feeling of the tree. Okay, so just higher, and remember the control. Do these control exercises. So you have the double, and you can do the double a little bit lower, and then use the same spin, a little bit lower double, throw a little bit higher. So you're gonna make it this much higher, and it becomes a triple. If you notice that, it didn't go triple, it stayed like 2.5. All right, now we need to throw higher. We need to add a little bit more spin. And again, this should not be random. You should just like, all right, let's just throw it higher. No, no, no. You wanna always have control. It's never like, throw higher. All right, did I do it? And it's like, no. You wanna have control, always control. So you always know what you're gonna do beforehand, right? So when you practice, you try, okay, we go double, now we go triple. So you get this idea of this sense of control, okay? So first it's gonna feel a little bit random, but once you practice it, you always do a little bit of these, so eventually you will get it there. Okay, and then we're gonna take 3 claps. So we did these control exercises, now we're gonna do it from 3 claps. So you wanna practice your triples, you should have your singles fully controlled, your doubles fully controlled. So you can choose, we're gonna do single spin. You can choose the height of your spins. Now let's make it a little bit lower. You should be able to do this. You don't have to look at the camera, but you know, you should be able to do this. And then make it a little bit higher. So this is as much as you sort of like need to go in the beginning. Just 10-20 centimeters, you can go higher or lower. So you have that control. Eventually you can go like super low, super like quick, like this, and you can go really high on your singles. But it's not the first things you have to learn, okay? First it's just normal, then a little bit lower, and a little bit faster, and then a little bit higher, and a little bit faster, all right? And eventually just keep on pushing yourself, and see how far you can go, okay? Because there's some pretty nice stuff that will come from it, all right? So control is everything. And then we're gonna do it with doubles as well, okay? So you practice your doubles. You can first practice the like every third, then you can do every second, and then every one. I'm assuming that you know double spins if you want to learn triples, but anyways. And the same thing with these. You make it a little bit lower. And then you have your normal, and you make it a little bit higher, a little bit slower. Just a little bit like that. And eventually you can try to go, you can try to make it lower and lower, where you have less arm and more wrist. Oh, sorry. Like this. And again, you can try to go much more higher than you should go, or like you need to go in normal juggling. Like that. And now, before we go into triples, we can do exercises as well, if we need to. If you feel you have mastered it, you don't have to do these exercises, but we can do. And we can make it like, so like where we change between the single and double, all right? So you can go, I'm gonna show you sideways like this so you can see better. Or maybe it's better like this. So every third is double, okay? So all of these different, and then you make double, double, single, double, double, single, double, double, single. So you have complete control. And then you can do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And then change it to the other side. So you start from the left hand, okay? So you can do all these kind of exercises. And then you can start mixing them up a little bit. So you take your doubles a little bit lower, and you raise your singles a little bit higher. So again, this is a control exercise. So you make your single, double, single, 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 single, double. So you try to make them, the singles higher and the double lower, so they sort of like stay in the same level, okay, so the same height. And you can do this double, double, single, double, double, single, double, double, single, double, double, single. Okay, so this again is a control exercise to practice control. Okay, simple. So yeah, all of these are meant to give you full control of your clubs, full control of your throws and your patterns, all right? You don't just want to be able to throw the spin, you want to also determine the height, because sometimes we need lower height and more spin or less, like all these different variations, so you want to have control on both. So this is to practice the control of the clubs before you take the three or the triple spins, I mean, right? And now it's time to go for the triple spin. So you do the double, all right, the double. Now let's go triple, higher, yes. And there it is. So you do a little bit, and this again, if you need to, you feel like, oh, the double is there, like that, triple. And then you start like adding more and more throws. But just that one triple, and if it feels difficult, you can do this first. You just do one triple, collect. So you transfer one club on either hand, and the empty hand you catch. So you throw triple, transfer, and you catch, okay? And also you can do the other way. So you throw from one hand, you throw one up, you switch, and then you go into juggling, okay? So we go cross, triple, go into cascade. And this is just, again, if you've never done this, it feels super difficult. This is one extra step you can add, just to get used to the first. From triple into cascade, and from cascade into triple. And then we combine them both. So we go from cascade into triple, back to cascade, okay? So just if it feels very, very difficult, add those two steps to it. And now the other hand, so the same thing. So you can do every third. Eventually you start doing just one, okay? And when you're ready, you do it again. And then the other hand, so when you're ready, you just throw it. And again, when you're ready, you just throw it. And then you try it like every fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you can do every fourth. So you just go with right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then every third. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And also do the every fourth from the left as well. So then it's every third. Then you can do every second. Oh yeah. Then the other hand, every second. So you do that. And then you can go 1, 2. Oh, the first one needs to go more. So 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. There we go. And then we can do it from the left. 1, true, true. 1, 2. And then we add 2, 3. Yeah. And this is why we practice the controls. So when we do this, we have more control and we focus on the throws and the height. Okay, so we want the spin and we want the height. So this is what happens very quickly. So we go and it starts to get lower and lower and lower. So we have to practice for it. This is why we make 2 and we focus on the first, but also the second. So the second goes as high as the first. And then the third one as well. 2, 3. See, they all go in the same height. Hopefully you can see this. So they don't like drop lower the more you do it. So they always go in the same height as well. And just after this, just like we did with singles and we did with doubles, we're gonna do with triples as well. So we have to practice the control. So we have the normal triple that we usually do. Then we try to go lower. Okay, focus on the spin. We have to make this spin more. And we try to go a little bit lower. And then we go back to normal. And then we can go higher with the slower spin. So there we go. So those are sort of like, and then if you want more control exercises, I made the 1, 2, 3 exercise, where the basic version is you just do single, double, triple spin, single, double, triple spin, single, double, triple spin, and then you can make those into body throws or whatever. But yeah, that is how you practice the control, how you practice your triple spins. So it's not just about throw higher so and throw faster. So there are some steps that we can take. There are some exercises we can do. Anyways, that's it. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, I do have my online juggling courses, jugglingmastery.com. I mean, that costs money. You can watch these on YouTube, this free stuff. But if you want to get more and more specific stuff, there's like 500 videos or something there, and more keeps on coming. Definitely check it out, but it does cost money. All right? Thank you so much. I guess that's it. I'll see you in the next video.